And we are back. I would like to apologize for our technical issues. I believe it's just a Wi-Fi issue with so many people in here. You have not missed too much action, though. It is now 13-12. Petaluma pulled in front when we went down, and they remain in front. Back and forth we've gone. They lead by 1 here. And it just looks like every set is going to be tight. Don't anticipate any more technical issues, so we hope we will be with you the rest of the way. Trojans unable to contain that one, and we're back tied at 13. Gauchos took an early lead. Trojans went on a 7-0 run. Gauchos then shipped back. Neither team has been able to gain much separation. Nice serve there by Facalata, and by the first time, Casa Grande will have a lead in a set. Sophomore star for the Gauchos done a good job tonight. Trojans took the first set 26-24. Who can hold their nerves at the end of the set or go on a big run? Neither team's been able to do that as Osaguera, or I'm sorry, that was Wright, sends it long. 14-14, Suarez back to serve. She had the Trojans going a 7-0 run early in this second set, but the Gauchos, similar to the first, chipped back and made it even. Their offenses looked a little bit smoother in the second, but still a lot of unforced errors, as you see right there. Suarez gets the luck of the net cord. No missed serves, however, in this second set so far for Petaluma. And that's absolutely huge to their success so far. Had 4 missed serves in that first set, but you did not see it late when the pressure was on. That has to be a huge sigh of relief for head coach Ryan Hughes. Excellent job by Facalata. She just looks so calm and poised. She's the tallest girl out there, even though she's only a sophomore. And she knew exactly where to put that ball, where Petaluma could not touch it. 16-15. Right to serve with a 1-point lead for the Trojans. Each set to 25. This could be a long one, approach 3 hours the way this one's looking. Wyand reaching the bleachers there, didn't want to dive into them, unable to retrieve it. Trojans looking to get back to 500 in league play. And would tie the Gauchos at VVAL with a victory tonight, with 1 more week of league remaining. We were mentioning before we went off briefly NCS implications as Bacon with the precision overpower the little chip over the blockers, make them jump and knock it right over. 17-16. Excellent job. Pasquale, it's been big out there. A couple kills for the junior. She has made her impact known for this young Trojan team. Facalata with a side-spinning spike. Trojans well handled. Back to the sophomore. Saar gets the luck of the net cord, and she'll get credit for the kill. 17 all. And we were sitting at 17 all in the first set. And the Trojans were the ones who finished a little bit better, though the Gauchos killed off 3 set points to make everyone sweat before the Trojans won the last 2. Big spike there by Wyatt. Trojans have just been able to control both of these sets. That has been the difference. Mentioned the football team, they will be heading to Sonoma tomorrow, and we will be traveling to that for road coverage of the varsity football team. Facalata underhits that into the net. 2 straight for the Trojans. senior Captain Dillingham serving. Almond gets it back, set to Wyand. Excellent dig by Wong. Bacalata rejected. Tried to take two, but she did not communicate with Bella Blue, the middle blocker, and they both tried spiking at the same time. And head coach Amber Taylor wants a timeout, Gauchos. So the Trojans so far finishing much better in the first set, and they have done it again here in the second set as they now lead by 3. The student section providing the cheers as well. Can they finish here and go up 2 sets to none? That have to be deflating for a Gaucho team that has not looked totally comfortable tonight. A team that did lose 2 games last week has been struggling a little bit more of late, and you wonder if a little bit that's in their head, while Petaluma has been playing more confidently lately as a lot of their young talent, the Wyatt twins, Bacon, Pashwal, have started to really grow up. 3 months of practice, 2 months of games, you reach at the end of the season, your juniors turn into seniors. Gauchos use their final timeout of this set there, so they will have no timeouts remaining. Trojans have 1. Each team gets 2 timeouts per set. Dillingham sends it long. 2018. Amber Almond, the junior, to serve for the Gauchos. Wyand. Excellent defense by the Gauchos. That's how they've stayed in this. And Bacalata says I can turn it into offense. 2019. Another tight finish to this set. Miss serve, Almond sends it long. And I don't know why cameraman TJ would think that this is a good time to change the battery, but it believes it was. So we're going to give you footage from a different direction in just a moment, as the Gauchos have just made an unforced error. And we'll get the court angle here, and it's now 22-19. The Trojans with a chance to close this second set out and go up 2 sets to none in this best of 5. Trying to get revenge on the Gauchos for a 5-set loss last month. Cross-court dig by Wyand. Dillingham into the net. (22-20). The Gaucho student section, it's a blackout for them tonight. They honored one of their players with the Vincero Award and emotional ceremony before. Trojans have supporting the Side Out Foundation fighting breast cancer. So there's a lot more than a volleyball game going on here tonight as well. It's been fun. Excellent job by Maddox, the rejection. 23-20, she goes up high. The junior does not get a lot of action, but a huge play there. And the Trojans 2 points away. Bacalata got it over the outstretched arms of Maddox. And they trail by 2 in this second set. Tip drill. Dillingham finds the open spot. 24-21. 3-set points, just like the first set. There's been a lot of deja vu in the second set compared to the first. And just in time to go up top. Bacalata can't handle it. She cannot hit that past the post, and the Trojans have taken the second set. unbelievable. So the Trojans on their first set point. This time, put it away. And it is 2-0. The Trojans in complete control of these first two sets. Mentioned there's also a 50-50 raffle tonight. There's a lot going on. There's the Side Out Foundation, partners with Volleyball to fight breast cancer and support breast cancer awareness. So they awarded Savannah Sutton, who has Hodgkin's lymphoma, with the Vincere Award from Casa Grande. So there's been a lot of great events going on here tonight. It's been a lot of fun. They're announcing the 50-50 raffle now, but also the full gym as well really adds to everything. $201 will be the winner, so over $400 donated through their bake sale to the raffle. Now we head into the third set. Can Petaluma close this out? Up 2-0. The nerves have to be small for the Trojans right now as Daniel DeCarli and Garrett Gehring join me. Hey guys. Doing pretty well. Great start for Petaluma in these first 2 sets.
Yes, we're really kicking butt. Our girls are doing awesome. We're staying enthusiastic, and we're just rolling over Casa right now.
How do you feel like the students have helped out the team here back in the home gym looking for revenge?
We got a straight vibe going right now. I mean, they don't look. We got so many podiums. I don't know what that is. It's insane. That's cool spirit.
That's spirit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow night. Thank you, Garrett. We'll see Daniel DeCarli under center, or at the center position, and giving the ball off to Cole Powers for the varsity football team tomorrow. Garrett Gehring at tight end as well. Always good for them to stop by, and they're certainly hyped up. The students have helped out the Trojans. They've looked a lot more comfortable in both sets and have helped them control it, but they've also had the right game plan. Technically, give them credit as well. They've offensively controlled this one. They've been the one to take initiative, and Fakalata, we've mentioned it a couple times, she's really been limited by the Trojan defense. They've used what they've learned from that loss to Casa Grande last month in this match so far to a T, and close first and second set victory so far, proving that they can win when it matters most. Will they be able to do that though? Casa has won a couple 5-set matches of their own, and they can certainly come back. Mentioned the 5-set victory over Santa Rosa, also against Vintage. They lost in 5 sets to Justin Siena, which was the tightest that the Braves have ever been tested. They're 10-0 in VBAL, and a victory tonight for them, and they actually will clinch the league. Gauchos lost a 5-setter to Napa, and that is the last time they played one, but obviously the 5-set victory over the Trojans back in September. Mentioned the Trojans have lost their share of 5-setters on their own, including the Casa Grande one, but 4 in total. Not played a 5-setter since the game after the Casa Grande match against Sonoma Valley. And they lost in the Dragon's Den, but since then bounced back with a 5-setter victory against Napa, a straight set victory against American Canyon, and the loss on Tuesday straight sets to Vintage U7 and 2. The winner, if Casa can close this out, they're going to almost certainly finish 3rd in VBAL, but the Trojans still give them a shot to finish 3rd in the Vine Valley with 2 more games next week if they can win this game tonight. And they're 1 set away from that as we start the second set. Bacon, the chip. The Gauchos were there. Fakalata goes cross court. You got to get her involved if you're the Gauchos, and they do there. She thought that ball was tipped, but it was ruled it was not, so it's out. The broom has been broadened out, and Petaluma is hoping for the sweep. Suarez to serve. Long. Had no missed serves in the second set, and that was a big part of being able to control that set, and the Trojans really playing so well. You don't want to see the nerves come back into it. And the missed serves that have been really costly. Trojan student section chat that they wish they were true to the Gaucho student section, who's not even all standing now, but is looking at their phones. Trojans can't handle that. 2-1. Gauchos take the lead here early in the third. I got over Wyan, who I think thought that ball was going to go into the net and turn around. It slowly bounced off her back, but fell in. 3-1. It was a very successful night so far. JV and freshman teams also won in straight sets for Petaluma. Really just trying to take back control of Petaluma Volleyball after that rough night last month with the loss to Casa. Dillingham, my goodness. The purple pom-poms are out, and Dillingham with the kill. Abby Delaney, the junior, to serve. Trojans 6-12 overall, but that record a little deceiving. It's enhanced, or unenhanced, so that's not a word, by an 0-4 performance at the NorCal tournament back in September. Suarez diving attempt can't get to it, and the Gauchos lead 4-2. Gauchos perform much better at tournaments, so that is one reason they are 9-8. But both teams have certainly been happy to play in strong leagues. The Gauchos ranked 11th in NCS Division 2. Students have to get quiet for the server. 'Tis the rules in volleyball. Wygant sends it long. 5-2. And the Gauchos off to a good start here in the third. One set and you're right back in it. But they certainly need some momentum right now. They've been really struggling. Wyan with an excellent dig, rolling over on the ground to save it. And then a lucky angle there by Pacolata as it slowly rolled over the net. 6-2. Again, feel free to comment in the live chat. Appreciate all 12 viewers in. We have a packed viewing audience as well for this rivalry match. Dillingham can't handle it. It's a 5-point lead, and the Gauchos head coach Amber Taylor possibly encouraging them up, have come out the hotter team here in the third. You don't want to just give it a set to them. If you're Petaluma, suddenly the fourth set is much greater pressure on it. Dillingham and Wyatt colliding into each other, both trying to save it. 8-2. And Coach Hughes will use a... Will he... Look like he's using a timeout. He has not called a timeout. I guess there was a missed signal, though I would understand if he wants one here. Trojans have looked a little slow coming out. You take a 2-0 lead, you have to feel very comfortable about where you're at, but they cannot shred the Gauchos lightly. 7 seniors, they have all the experience and poise to come back. Wyatt gets it over. Excellent tip. And it is 8-3, a badly needed point to end the Gaucho run. Dillingham to serve. Pacolata into the net. She's not been at her best tonight, and that has hurt the Gauchos. Another one that she misses, and it has been costly. She'll try again. This time Bashwal unable to make the save. 9-4. Gauchos will need to come back from 3 sets to none. Their student section has gone significantly smaller. Trojan students have not gone anywhere in this packed Trojan gym. Wyan won a point with that little chip, but the Gauchos just totally mishandling that. trying to get it back. 9-5, and the deficit is now 4. Miscommunication between Paschal and Delaney. Hurt that play, but the Trojans have really worked as one tonight for most of this contest, and they have played close to airless, smooth volleyball. 10-5, the Gauchos lead by 5. Mentioned 3 seniors not playing. Serena Horvath would have been one of the captains for this year, but tore ACL in summer practices, and Jaden Chris tore ACL in girls basketball game last February, and they're hoping that they'll have her back towards the end of the girls basketball season. Gauchos get it over again, and it's 12-5. Timeout, head coach Ryan Hughes, much needed right now. Trojans have looked a little bit winded in this third set. The Gauchos have taken it to their advantage here with a 12-5 lead in the third set. First set, Trojans won 26-24. Really controlled it throughout. Came out to a quick lead, and then they went on a run again in the second set. And those early runs really helped in the first and second set to controlling both of those sets, and they were able to hold on in both. Both were tied at 17-17, but they got 3 set points at 24-21, 24-22 in both the second and third sets. Second set able to close it out of the first set point has to be huge, especially the struggles that the Trojans have had on set points and putting sets away. It's been a big part of a 2-0 lead. The timeout by Coach Ryan Hughes is over. Our camera is not ready just yet. Gauchos have just taken the first point, and we are going to go back to our court-side camera until we can get that up-top camera again for you. Fakalata to serve. The lead is 8, and tightness at the net there. And it costs the Trojans. So 14-5, the biggest lead in any set for the Gauchos. Soares can't go down to get it. This kind of felt like a lost set here for the Trojans. They never were really able to get into it. Clips over the net. Soares diving, but unable to get it. 15-5. All Gauchos in this third. Actually, 16-5. Really, all Gauchos in this third set. That one goes long. Even if the Trojans can't come back here, gaining some momentum at the end of the set and putting that into the fourth is huge and something that you want to try to do. Something that we've seen in matches that both opponents of the Trojans and the Trojans have done. Excellent angle. Caitlin Wong, the senior, finding the empty floor, and then it's 17-6. Not sure why the student section is chanting my name. I'm not on court. It's Wyand. Two twins out there, both contributing, and somehow the Gauchos won that point. Tip drill there. It's been all Gauchos. Coach Hughes did have one more timeout left in the bag, so he's going to use that here just to kind of try to rescue the Trojans, who have not been at their best here in this third set. A complete difference from the first and second set. The Gauchos have controlled the action, and if your head coach Ryan Hughes, who's done such a good job, he's one of the most light coaches here at Petaluma High School. You just have to settle your team down, calm down, and make them forget about this moment right now and just go back to playing volleyball, because it looks like 2 sets up to none, knowing the moment and the opportunity of what they could do here to knock off the Gauchos, just to calm down a little bit and just go back to playing volleyball, because that's really what they were doing in the first and second sets. So clean, giving it to Dillingham, but not relying on their star left blocker. Pashwal got involved, Bacon did, the Wyatt twins were spectacular, and the Trojans just look much more out of sorts, and the Gauchos have really fed off the Trojans' struggles in this third set, and they've looked a lot better and brought a much better energy. Lauren McGinn to serve. Bacon. Excellent play by Soares on the ground. That's the energy you want to bring, even though you're down 12 here in this third. And the net court has been really friendly to the Gauchos, and if you do get more power on it, as Simone Wright did there, that's going to help as well. 19-6. Dillingham. Oh, totally mishit that. And the Trojans have just been a mess in this third set. It's a question right now if they can even hit double digits in this third set. It's kind of a shocker, the struggles they've had in this one, but you just have to reclaim it. Wyatt can't get to it, and the run continues. Gauchos took the first 4, Trojans took the next 2, and since then, it's a 17-2 run for the Gauchos, a ridiculously mammoth tear that the experienced and normally poised Gauchos have gone on. And they're finally looking like they're playing their best. Wyan with the little chip. There's no holes right now on this green and gold defense, right? Mannix. Wyan. Excellent save. And back to the star, Pakalata. They need her to get involved, and she does there. 3 points away here for the Gauchos from taking a very quick third set. Wyan diving, she can't get to it. Both Kaylee and Emma Wyan have been a big part of it, 2 athletic twins, also on the varsity softball team, but nothing has been able to stop this third set meltdown. Even the diving on the floor and the efforts there. At least they're bringing it right now, and you just hope that things work out differently in the fourth. And even though that net court happens, you have to be frustrated. You turn it around, and the next set, 24-6. The Gauchos have so many stat points, I don't even want to count it. Set to Bacon. Bakalata does an excellent job just to save it. And then Soares has to dig. Back to Wyan, but just putting too much on it right now. The Trojans are pressing for points. They're going to switch sides quickly and hope that things work out differently in the fourth set. Gauchos roll to that third set, 25-6. They've got the Gaucho student section right back into it. They are looking a lot better. All of a sudden, you wonder what turned it around for Amber Taylor and the Gauchos, because they look like a totally different team in that third set compared to the fourth. We were raving about everything the Trojans were doing, a well-oiled machine, while the machine totally broke down on the side of the road there for the Trojans. But they've got to pick up the pieces and get the motor started again and fast. And we talked about at least getting a little momentum going from the third set into the fourth, even if you didn't win it. They did not do that there. You have to totally put that set aside if you're the Trojan team, and this is a young team, and turn things around. There are not a lot of seniors out there for the Trojans. It's Soares and Dillingham to lead them. but the seniors have to lead, and the juniors, especially the ones that were on varsity last year, and even if they didn't get much playing time, Coach Hughes not big into playing his underclassmen. They've got to pick their game up and turn things around and resume playing like they did in the first and second sets. A different story there in the third, a 360-degree turn from the Trojans' control of the Gauchos in that first and second sets. Fourth set should be interesting coming up in just a moment. If we do go to a fifth, it would be to 15, so a shorter set for each. You also want your conditioning. The Trojans a little tired. They played a lot of five-setters this year. It has been certainly an issue at times, as we have our purple friend walking behind me with a cowbell. But the spirit's certainly been here. And the Trojans, if they can get out to an early lead like they did in the first and second sets, that would have to help a lot as well. Helps with the student section energy, might help tonight. And it's a very hot gym with all these people in here. But the Trojans had to trust their trade and their craft. They didn't look like they did in that third set. Want to appreciate again everyone tuning in. Head Coach Butts from the wrestling team, or head coach of the girls team, and assistant wrestling coach cheering on the Trojans. Feel free to leave your comments for Trojans or Gauchos, and we'll get to them. If you like this video, check out our first volleyball live stream. Trojans play Justin Siena. You want to see the top team in DVAL. The Braves are going to win the league. They're really good. They're 10-0. They should clinch tonight with a victory, the league pennant. Winter sports are also coming up, so we have one more volleyball live stream after this in the gym, but basketball live streams start next month. The girls basketball team, a lot of excitement around them, obviously coming off their SCL championship last year, and should be more competitive in the DVAL, but it should be a lot of fun. Really good team, return a lot of really good players. And the boys basketball team should be a much younger team, but has some interesting talent. Should be interesting to watch as well. And 2 straight football live streams starting next Friday. A week from tomorrow, will be on Brazil's patio for the final time this season. Friday night game as the Trojans take on Napa. All right, fourth set. Here we go. And see the Trojans slapping fives. Did they put that third set behind them? This has been a fun one. Trojans trying to get revenge for a 5-set loss last month on the east side. Wyan will start serving. Certainly these few 3 points are going to be so key to learning what's changed in the sport. And the Gauchos get the first. A deep spike by McGinn, the libero. All the Trojans need is one set here to close it out. It didn't look that hard in the first and second. A lot of bounces for Caitlin Wong of the ball. Finally gets the serve over. Wyan deep out. Bacalata had to hit it. It was close though to going out. What a kill! Simone Wright, my goodness, look out. 2-0. And a quick lead for the Gauchos, and that is dangerous to a repeat of what we saw in the third set. All sorts of energy on the green side, green and gold side right now. Petaluma's not in their offense. Have been able to settle in, get things going. Wyan goes into the net. Just look totally out of sorts. Wyan. Dillingham, they need her. Excellent job by Wright to get on the ground, and Dillingham with a huge spike. The Trojans badly needed a point, and they get one right there. The senior captain was also neutralized in that third set. They may need a lot more of her in the fourth to carry them to the victory. She's the star out there. Dillingham, tough angle. Able to still get a pretty good look at that one. Wright was thinking about going big, just decides to get it back over. Trojans will have a second chance with Dillingham. Rejected. Suarez with the save. Now over to Bacon. Missed it wide. For 1. Oh, Justin Langwell tuning into our broadcast. Appreciate it as well. 2-1, the Trojans lead in sets, but all the momentum on Costa's side. A missed serve by Savannah Sutton, who was recognized before the game for her battle with Hodgkin's lymphoma. But she puts that one into the net. Certainly this is nothing, though, for her compared to what she has fought through over the last couple years. And the whole crowd, if you missed it, giving her a standing ovation. It was a heartwarming moment to see both Trojans and Gauchos alike standing up and supporting something. You don't see it that often these days. And the Gaucho student section is back up again. Another kill. 5-2. Even when the Trojans are battling here, points are so hard to come by. You wonder about the conditioning. We talked about what we've seen every player for the Gauchos out on the court tonight. The Trojans go only about 2 or 3 more deep as that misses wide, 5-3. So there are not a lot of more options to go when players get tired. You see Delaney on the bench right now, along with Wyand and Maddox, and Maddox really only plays sparingly. So players like Dillingham, they and Suarez, they're going to play the entire match. Another unforced error, though, by the Gauchos. They were spotless, immaculate in that third set, but they had a lot of unforced errors in that first and second. The Trojans forced them into many of them. Again, mishandle there, and now we're tied at 5-5. So, huge last couple points there for the Trojans to draw even. They've nearly equaled their amount of points they won in the third set. Dillingham. Awkward looking set by Facalata, but her spike looked pretty good, and the kill gives the Gauchos a 6-5 lead. What a Thursday night affair this has been. All the hype, lots of hype coming into this one. Link Crew had an ice cream social before the game, and all the students have come down. Everyone was ready for this rematch. And it has lived up to the hype. Facalata goes cross court. She is totally in rhythm right now, 7-5. The Gauchos trying to stretch this to a 5th and deciding set, just like we saw the first time around. Facalata looking a lot better than in the first 2 sets. That's been a big part of it. Couple unforced errors here by the Gauchos. Almond comes up with peanuts as she misses long. 7-6. Paschwal, she's had a spectacular game. Her second ace. 3 kills for her up in net with her uncharacteristic spike. And the junior has clearly improved. She's been a big part of the success and the changes that we've seen in the last month between both these teams in the rematch. And rematch, you learn a lot in the cat and mouse game of things to pick up. Hit the face of Caitlin Wong, which is an infraction, and Trojan point. Petaluma takes their first lead of this 4th set, and with that, timeout Amber Taylor for the Gauchos. This is not going to be the 3rd set. Petaluma already with 2 more points than they won in the 3rd set compared to here in the 4th. Trojans with Dillingham and Casa with Facalata. Those have been the 2 stars out there, and often that's the difference. Saw it against Justin Sienna. Justin Sienna with Giacomo. She's 6'5", middle blocker for the Braves, and the Trojans could stop her. Dillingham could not match up with her, but tonight Dillingham's done a really good job playing even or better than Facalata, and often it's star versus star. You definitely have to work about a team, but your brightest players, who shines brightest, could often make a difference. Trojan's done a really good job neutralizing Facalata, and Dillingham's really been good at dispersing the ball and not running all the offense through her, but using a lot of players out there to get kills to put the Gauchos on pressure and on the back foot. Pascual will continue serving with a 1-point lead. The good and the bad. After the ace, she misses long. And you watch those missed serves. Those can make a difference when it comes down to the last few points. Wyand. Excellent job. Right down the line. Terrific angle. So hard to handle. Was Kaylin Hilliard, who we have not seen much of, unable to stop it. 9-8. Now Kaylee Wyand back to serve. Junior 5'10" setter. Miscommunication there by the Gauchos. They never got it over when they settled into their offense in the third set. That's when everything started working, but poor sets were certainly an issue in that first and second set, and that's why the Trojans were really able to control play so much. You got to set the ball up at that right height, and that was the right height for Simone Wright. Excellent job for the Trojans corralling it. It hit the roof, but it's still in play as long as the ball is going up. Right again. Second time's the charm. They've got Bacalata, but another sophomore, Simone Wright, can certainly kill it too. And even though there's 7 seniors on the experienced Gauchos team, they've got some spectacular young talent, and they're going to be challenging these Trojans for a long time in the VBAL. Bacon. Now Maddox just gets it back. Wong, the set. Bacalata. Excellent job by Wyand to save it. But Maddox, who's getting her couple points up a middle blocker, unable to handle it. The junior on JV last year. Not a lot of experience. And unable to stop it. We're back tied at 10. It's the libero Lauren McGinn to serve for the Gauchos. Excellent angle. Samantha Dedrickson, the senior, who's on the varsity girls basketball team for Casa, right behind her in the angle, and there was a yawning gap to hit it right into, and she found it. Gauchos retake the lead. 11-10 in the fourth set. Trojans lead, though, in set count 2-1. Maddox just gets it back over. Actually, it never went over. So Ryan will have to do the honors. Dedrickson. Dillingham. This is an endurance point here. Wide rejected Caitlin Wong with the answer. 12-10. A 4-0 run here for the Gauchos. Side spinning spike by Bacalata. Trojans handled it. Good dig by Maddox. Kill by Wyand dug up. Excellent play by Wright, who's gone with the power. The Trojans were ready to respond to it, but she knew that was going to happen. She went with the little chip over the defenders, the blockers. 13-10, and the Gauchos on a key run right now here in the fourth. And you just got to get one to stop it. If you're Petaluma, that will do it. Pure power from Edwin Wyand, the 5'11 junior. Right blocker. So Trojans stop the run. 13-11. Can't miss serves. Really went away, especially in that second set. The Achilles heel of the Trojans missed serves. But there it rears its ugly head. And the Gauchos, student section, Trojans student section, counter punching and cheers as they have all night. It's been a lot of fun. Dillingham, the little chip, is just mishandled by Amber Almond, who's certainly been one of the weaker players out on the court for the Gauchos. Trojans have exploited her. And you're only as strong as your weaker player. If he can find it and use them, that can really help. Trojans trail by 2. That serve nearly hit my camera, but it misses. 15-12. Fourth set. If we go to a fifth set, it would be to 15. The Gauchos trying to get there and come back from 2 sets to none. They have not won a match all year. Trojans have not blown a 2 sets to lead all year either. But there's a time for everything. Trojans hope it's not now in this huge crosstown rivalry match. Look out, Bacalata with the kill. She's got going in here in the fourth, and that's bad news, 16-12. And the Gauchos have put something together here in the last 10 points. Momentum on their side. The sophomore Sutton into the net, that helps. 3-point badly needed for the purple and white. Delaney in, faking out, and you got to start making more substitutions here if you're head coach Rod Hughes, because players are going to be tired out there, and the intensity of this match, and every point's been intense with the fans, adds to that stress and exhaustion that you're going to feel from both players. Dillingham. An admirable effort from Dedrickson, but unable to stop it. And the Trojans got to get a red-headed right blocker involved. 14-16. Trojans trail by 2 in this fourth set. Dedrickson into the stands to get it. Excellent job by Wyan to get on the ground. On it so far, unable to settle into the offense on this point. Trojans trying to take advantage. Excellent defense rejecting Dillingham, but a wide open spot on the board, and it is fouled by Wyatt. Didn't look like an unexperienced junior there. The right blocker shifting over to the right, expecting the kill angled, and instead she mixes it up to the left. Moving the defenders with prior tactics and with your hands is huge. The Trojans have cut the lead to 1. Bacalata, an awkward looking spike just to get it back, but that ball hits off the out of bounds red and white pole, and that's out of bounds if the ball hits it. So Gaucho point 17-15 as we hear the business end of this fourth set. Amber Taylor flashing the play to Dedrickson, the server, and whatever it was, it worked out as the Trojans were scrambling and unable to handle it. 18-15, the lead is 3. The Gauchos have controlled this fourth set, but can they finish? The set, Dillingham underhit it. 19-15. First and second sets were tight, but the Trojans control. Third set, all Casa, 25-6. This fourth set, it's been Gauchos that continues the energy, and especially once we reach. My mic died just momentarily there. Apologies, but we have gone to a timeout here as Coach Ryan Hughes, certainly with the smart timeout. Gauchos have been the much better team here later here in the fourth set, getting into their offense just like they did in the third. And we'll see if the Trojans can put on a run. But if this goes to a fifth set, all the pressure is on the Trojans. Gauchos were not expected to win this game after you fall behind 2-0. A lot of the Gaucho student section left expecting a loss. But Casa has really turned this match around in an impressive way. Ryan M tuning in. Cheering on both teams. Certainly has been a good one, all you can ask for. Cash Wall with her uncharacteristic little kill, but the Gauchos were ready for it that time. Trojan offense looking out of sorts again. Wine just having to get it over. Facalata teeing off. 21-15 Gauchos. They are in rhythm right now. This is trouble right now if you're the Trojans. Pashwal that time, much better. Spike didn't work a point ago, but putting that one a little deeper, found the sweet spot. 21-16. Dillingham, senior captain to serve. Justin Soares. Wyan goes cross court, and a beautiful play by Wyan, finding the open corner. And the weakness, the Trojan defense. I am.
21-17, Trojan Lab correspondent Justin Plumtree joining me. This has been, yeah, it's up there. This has been a fascinating match here, back and forth. What are your thoughts?
I feel like we started out really strong. We just need to keep on keeping on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it really looked like they played so well in those first two sets, but they haven't really able to get the energy back after that.
Yeah, I think we just got two really close games. I think that our momentum we lost it last time. I think we didn't put enough effort into it last time. We thought we were up by so much. I think they kind of slowed down a little too much. It's a close game again, but we just need to put a little more effort.
Definitely looked like the Trojans dropped their momentum as Facalata on the kill. The lead back out to 5 for the Gauchos, 3 points away from closing out this fourth set, sending us to the decisive fifth. And long from Wyant, 23-17. And the Trojans in trouble. Amber Almond to serve and try to close this one out. This handled by Wyand. So run over into the Gaucho student section, but she was out of bounds. 24-17, 7-set points here for the Gauchos, who have really grabbed this fourth set by their head, back and forth. Trojans had the lead actually early in the set, and looked like they had maybe recaptured the momentum, but all the credit to the Gauchos for really getting back into their offense. Schwalman hits it, and we're headed to a fifth and final set. My goodness here, Justin, you squat down. This has, well, fifth and final set. You mentioned it, they look like they dropped their guard. That rhythm that they played in the first and second sets was so good. They really looked like control the Gauchos. Can they get back to this in this decisive set?
I really think so. I've been to pretty much all the home games, and they usually start out the sets quick, so I'm hoping, because this one's only to 15, so it's really more about just a quick start more than prolong. So we can get off quick, we need to win the first couple points and just keep the momentum.
Gauchos have really looked a lot smoother on offense. They've used their star sophomore, Facalata. How do the Trojans neutralize her and key off on weaker players on the Gauchos to try to get some more points?
Well, I'm no volleyball expert, but I would just say don't hit the ball towards her. Because there's a lot of times we're hitting it hard, but then she's just on the ground, she hits it up. We've got a lot of chances of nice booms, but then somehow they save it. So I think as long as we keep hitting the ball hard, I think a couple of them's got to hit the ground.
How fun has this been in the Egg Bowl with both student sections making noise? Revenge game as well now in league play. What's the atmosphere been like as a student?
Well, it's pretty gosh darn fun, I would say. Feel a little better if my collarbone wasn't broken, so I can't really get too rowdy. And this is just in 3 weeks away from the football Egg Bowl. It's just a great start. It's really just, I think all the football players are here, and it's really just getting all the momentum up. Even for the football players, we're getting ready for it. It's really cool to see this.
Yeah, definitely adds to that. Thank you so much, Justin. Okay. We are adding a couple extra minutes before we head on to this fifth set. Football team is heading to Sonoma tomorrow, Justin. I know, unfortunately, you're out with the year with the broken collarbone, but you guys had the bye week to work out some kinks after the tough game against Vintage. What are you looking forward to tomorrow against Sonoma?
Well, it's with Sonoma, it's a little different because everywhere we play, including our home field, is turf. So the biggest thing about playing Sonoma is we're playing on grass. And that's really big, really, not just physical, because it's different, but mentally, because it's a whole new surface. Their field is absolutely horrible. It's more mud than grass. So we've been practicing on the baseball field all week, but it's really, that's a lot better grass than we're going to be playing on. So it's a tough place to play, always has been. In the past, we've had rough games there. So we're hoping to change the history and just keep on keeping on. Just hoping to play well.
Yeah. Against Vintage, you guys did get some passing attack going. Looked like you were spreading out the ball a little bit. Sonoma Valley has a really good line. Are you guys going to look more towards the passing game with the offense again?
I don't know, Coach. I don't know. You got to ask Coach Chris about that. I know both Jack Hartman, our back quarterback, and myself, third-string quarterback, are out. So it's really up to Cole. So I think we might pass it a little more, I would guess, to make sure Cole stays healthy, because we're down to fourth-string Tony Meckel as our backup, who's a great quarterback. But I think we really need to just, I would say, pass it a little more. We had a lot of success with Vintage. And for Sonoma, I think if we can get the running game going and then just streak forward, and then if we throw a couple long ones, it really just confuse them. So if I was a coach, I would say, yes, do more passing, but that's up to Coach Chris.
Well, it should be interesting as teams are getting their final preparations here as we get ready to start the 5th set. Thank you so much for joining me, Justin. Really appreciate it. Justin Plumtree, well, definitely a volleyball expert. He is here all the time. Trojans got some extra time in the huddle, right in front of the student section, getting the encouragement, some extra high fives, trying to get encouraged on and get the momentum back. For all 4 sets, it all comes down to this final 5th set. Dillingham tying her shoe. Final preparations. What a wild one. It was the Gauchos in 5, 23-25, 25-19, 25-16, 20-25, 15-19. Back in September at the Casa Gym. The Gauchos were in control of that 5th set, even though the Trojans had won the 4th. Obviously, momentum on a very different side this time going into the 5th, but Justin mentioned it. Trojans have started fast. It's a shorter set. Can they do that? Dillingham just has to get it back. Bacalata. Almond. Bacon. Likes that angle spike. Gauchos were ready for it. Little tip. Somehow got over the net. Maddox just gets it back. Smart play. Don't want to play around with that net cord. Bacalata. So hard to deal with. It nails it in the corner. Suarez diving but couldn't get to it. So hard to stop. Said if you're the Trojans, you have to get the ball away from the star sophomore. She is unstoppable offensively for the Gauchos. Looking for what would certainly be a remarkable comeback for them. And they have credit to them. They played this one set at a time and not looked at the long road they have when they were down 2-0 in a hostile gym. A lot of their student section left too. Their prospects did not look good. They have come all the way back to lead for the first time right now. Excellent dig off the Maddox spike. Maddox with kind of a two-handed put down right off the line. A marathon point there, and we're tied at 1-all. How about that one? Suarez the server. Bacalata. Excellent dig by Wyant. Got to be ready for it at least. That one does not get over the net so many times. The Gauchos have had the benefit of the net cord tonight. And it's only fitting that they finally do not get that advantage. Suarez. Almond. Ryan, good defense. Turn that defense into offense is what you want if you're head coach Ryan Hughes. These points have certainly been longer as the match get on. You get more tired. There's certainly less power. Bacon
back of the court. You put it deep in the court. Hard to handle, and it was there. 3-1. And the Trojans off to the fast start they wanted here in this first set. Bakalata looking for the corner, and she missed it. Risky play. Bakalata going for the winner. Timeout. 4-1. Gauchos will use their first timeout in this fifth set to 15. What an atmosphere. What a match.
Only change it to the timeout. Okay. If there's another timeout, then change it. But we might not use it.
Well, the end is in sight. If the Trojans could pull this out, it might be even more remarkable than a 3-set victory to pick themselves off the mat after almost blowing it, but it would be reminiscent of a match last year that we live streamed, our first volleyball match of the season that we live streamed last year against Sonoma Valley that put the Trojans in first place in SCL. That very experienced, very good team last year that looked like they were going to win the Sonoma County League, dominated or really controlled Sonoma Valley similar to Casa tonight. They controlled the Dragons' first 2 sets, did not play well in those 3rd and 4th, but were able to turn it around and pull it in 5th set. Only Dillingham and Soares were really out on the court for that one, but most of the players watched that big match. Probably even more pressure out here tonight in the Egg Bowl, and some miscommunication between Pashol and Wyand, who were trying to talk it over. 4-2, the Trojans lead in the decisive 5th. Savannah Sutton started off her evening with getting the Vincero Award from her head coach Amber Taylor in front of this whole gym. She watches that one land in off the back line. Dillingham with the kill. 5-2. Delaney in. She's going to get a huge serve here as Bacon takes the seat. A 3-point lead for the Trojans. Trying to get the revenge victory against their rivals and also go to 500 in BBAL. Pashwal was there, but her hands just could not stay up long enough. You got to time that block right just a little late. And she couldn't get it back over for the block. 5-3. Almond to serve. Not a good set, and Dillingham gets lucky. Trojans catch a break. Awkward looking, just getting it back over for Dillingham, and it caught the line. A couple have caught the line here in the 5th set. That's been huge. Bakalata. That was unstoppable where she hit that right in the top left-hand corner in front of the net. There's absolutely no way she's going to put it there with that speed that you will stop it. But if you're the Trojans, you have to control play like they did the 1st and 2nd sets. Just avoid that ever happening. Delaney. Back to Bakalata, but she just gets it back over. That's more what the Trojans are going to want from her. Bacon goes with the deep shot. She got it over the outstretched hands of the very tall Bakalata. She's got to be about 5'10" by my estimates. 7-4. The Trojans jump out to an early lead here and have prevented any run so far by the Gauchos. They are 8 points away from a 5-set Egg Bowl victory. Excellent save by Maddox, but it goes out, unable to corral it. 7-5. Well, the nerves have to be in the players' hearts, but you can't play with it right now. Most of these players did go through it last month at Casa in the 15-9 5-set victory for Casa. 59 in that 5th set, just to clarify. Dillingham. And just bumped over by Wyan. That was a cool and poised play and a pressurized moment, but Dillingham unable to make the dig, frustrated with herself. She wanted to have that. 7-6, the Gauchos have pulled off 2 straight points, so they're within 1. Trojans have blown 5th set leads before, including against Vintage last month here in the Trojan Gym. One of their more disappointing losses. They could have been in the upper echelon in the VBAL. Wyan, cross court. And a mishandle by Wong, the poor set. But good Trojan offense there. Staying poised, running through the motions. And the Gaucho Air, 8-6. 5th set. Trojans lead by 2. Again, this is to 15. Well, neither teams look too tired right now. You bring in the energy. Awkward looking return. That one hits off the net. Bacon just has to get it back over. Outside rejected by Bacon. Wong saves it. Soares dies, but it's away and out. Pure chaos in this Petaluma High School gym right now. 8-7. Trojans lead. Wyan with an excellent save. Dillingham just has to get it back over. Set to Fredrickson. Out wide to Wyan, trying to go with the tip, but Wong was waiting for the precision move, trying to hit the little lob over the outstretched hands. We're tied at 8. Petaluma has all 2 timeouts if they want it. Nice dig by Soares. Bacon had her moments, including a good game last Tuesday, but went for a little too much there. And the Gauchos have their second lead. They led 1-0 here on this 5th set, and now they lead 9-8. Every point is vital now. The set. An emphatic spike by Wyan, but the Gauchos were ready, and they send it back over, and the Trojans will work back into their offense again. Take 2 with Wyans. Good job by the Gauchos playing defense, and then rejected by the net. Facalata just couldn't get it over. She's played the entire game. There's so much depth on the Gauchos, but you can't let your star player out. But she does look a little winded out there. Could that affect her? Tied at 9. My goodness. Wyant. Goes off the hands of the blockers, right with the kill. Wyand and Bacon were there in time, but right with the nice angle. And it's 10-9 Gauchos. This is going to come down to the final few points. Wong does not get it over. Oh my goodness. Trojan students and cheering, and a crucial missed serve and a horrible moment for the more experienced team. Again, the Gauchos with 7 seniors. They've been through a lot of moments here. 10-all. Set. Fredrickson foul ball. Samantha Dedrickson, the senior, also on the varsity girls basketball team. She's played in some big moments. She's had a couple huge kills tonight at the right times. The Gauchos take a 1-point lead again. You gotta get the serve in. Sutton, the sophomore, to serve. Set. Dillingham, they need her now. Excellent dig by Facalata. That hits the roof. Gauchos have to scramble to get it. Every hit being cheered on by both sides. Bacon's shot somehow saves. Sutton in pain. I think she saved that off the shoulder. Dillingham makes the stop and hit off a speaker and goes back. Dillingham with a little tip. And it falls. Marathon there. Coach Hughes wants a timeout. We're getting a battery change so you can make sure you can see all this final set of the Gauchos with 2 straight points there. It's just a marathon point there. Unbelievable. This is an unbelievable atmosphere no matter who wins. And the Trojans have not laid down in this 5th set. They played all right in the 4th. They have played very well in the 5th. This has been the top volleyball by both teams here in this set. And it's been in an atmosphere that cannot be better either. So Casa to serve with Sutton. 12-10. Dillingham. Excellent dig. The Gauchos defense has been good tonight. Pasquale tried to reject, but she could not. 13-10. The Gaucho student section is hyped up, and Coach Hughes, after one timeout, calls another one. My goodness me. 13-10 here. 3 straight points by the Gauchos. Do they blow a lead? The Trojans nearly blew a lead in the 1st set, came back from 3. You got to keep on fighting here if the Trojans and play this point by point. They controlled this 5th set for a large majority. Use the crowd behind them, which is on their side, but you can't think of the moment right now. And Coach Hughes using both of his timeouts right now to try to calm down his team because he knows this is go time right here and right now. What a match this has been. Trojans took the first 2 sets if you missed it, but Casa turned things around in the 3rd and 4th. It has all come down to this 5th set. The Gauchos won back at Casa in September, trying to win again in 5 sets. Boy, would that be heartbreaking for the Trojans, but a season sweep for the Gauchos. They would supplant themselves at 3rd place alone in VVAL. Dillingham. The defense has been vital in this 5th set rally. Bakalata teeing off. It's out. Four set points for the Gauchos. And a lot of this has looked very similar to what we saw. Just use it. Use it! Into the net, go! 14-11. That serve was into the net. If you didn't see it, the pressure had to be there. My goodness. Delaney, the junior, to serve. 1 set point, or 1 match point kill. Can they kill a second? Bakalata totally mishandled that. The Gauchos are feeling this moment. Horribly played again. It looked like Bakalata would be ready to tee off and possibly close this out. It is not over yet. Trojan still need to kill off 2 more. Bakalata will try again. It's rejected and falls in. Unbelievable. There was some delay, but clearly inside the line. 14-13, the line judge, which is a JV volleyball player, has tons of pressure on her to make the call, but somehow Bacon got that one in. The ref, the JV volleyball player, tried to show again where that ball was. She was the most important person in the gym on that, but an exceptional job by Wyatt to get the block. Casa still has 1 more match point here, but the Trojans have to feel it. And the Gauchos have looked nervous. They've got to play match points like they're any other point. Those first 2 points, they totally blow, and the Trojans need 1 more. And if they get it to 14-14, all the momentum suddenly shifts to the Gauchos when it's been on the Trojans for the last 3 sets. Trojan student section trying to cheer on the Trojans. Delaney with another serve. Missed it. And the Gauchos will win. It's a little bit like icing the kicker. She misses the serve. And 15-13 in the fifth set. The Gauchos will pull this one out. Unbelievable drama. This was thrilling and a crushing loss for Petaluma. The Gauchos pull this one out. A thriller here from the Petaluma High School Gym. The final score, Casa Grande 3, Petaluma 2. We will have interviews coming up. I didn't even mention it, but stay right here. We are going to grab interviews with a couple Trojan players in just a moment. So stay right here, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Interviews after Casa stuns Petaluma. They come back from 2 sets to none to win in the fifth set, 15-13. Testing, all right. We are going to be grabbing interviews in just a moment, so stay right here. We're going to grab a couple players with interviews. Should be interesting to see what the Trojans' thoughts and head coach Ryan Hughes are after this crazy game, emotionally draining game if you're a fan of either side. And Casa thrilled to get the victory. We're going to go grab a player right now, so stay right here. All right, Lily Pasquale. Did I say your last name right? How do you say it? Pasquale. It's close. Lily Pasquale after the Trojans lose a heartbreaker here to the Gauchos in 5 sets. What are your emotions just right now?
I'm a little disappointed, but we pushed really hard tonight, and I'm really proud of the way we played.
You guys played especially really well in those first and second sets. What changed in those, especially in those third and fourth, that allowed Casa to claw back?
Sometimes we have a tendency to get down on ourselves, and I think we just kind of let it get to us. And Casa has some really amazing players, so I definitely give it to them. They played a really great game, and they definitely got to the best of us, but it's okay.
You were a big factor out in tonight's game. How much have you guys improved over the last month to be ready for a rematch, and how much do you guys think that you can continue to improve as the year comes to a close?
I think in practice we've been playing really hard and really just putting as much effort into it as possible, and we came to this game feeling really prepared, which was amazing. And I think we're just going to keep pushing, keep playing hard in practice, and hopefully pull through next week for our next 2 games.
Thank you, Lily. All right, that was Lily Pasquale. We're going to grab one more player, and then head coach Ryan Hughes. All right, Lila Bacon joining me here after the Trojans lose a tough 5-setter to Casa Grande. You guys played really well in those first couple sets. How are you guys in such a great rhythm?
I think it's just really about sticking together and bringing each other up instead of kind of focusing on the bad stuff. We focus on our good plays and just bringing each other up.
Obviously, it was a tough loss tonight, but what was it like to play in this atmosphere? Your first time playing in a volleyball egg bowl here in your home gym.
It's really fun having all our fans cheering for us because it makes all of us more excited to play, and it makes me more motivated to play. So yeah, just play my hardest.
You guys have struggled to both finish off matches and finish off at the end of the set. Saw that again tonight. As you reach the end of your season, have a couple more very good teams left on your schedule. What do you think the team needs to do to finish?
I think it's really about communication because we have some plays where we could really finish them out if we talk more, but we don't, and so it kind of falls short. But if we communicate, I think we'll really get there.
Thank you, Lila. All right, that was Lila Bacon. We are going to grab head coach Ryan Hughes for our final interview of the night after Casa Grande defeats Petaluma 3-2 here in the Varsity Egg Bowl. Head coach Ryan Hughes of the varsity volleyball team has done a great job as he comes over to join me. It was a crazy game tonight, crazy atmosphere. How fun was it just to watch, though, this 5-set match in front of all these fans?
It's nerve-wracking, honestly. I feel for the girls, right? It's nerve-wracking to be in front of everybody. But it's great. It's a lot of fun, and I'm super happy that everybody came. So, it's great support. I love the student section. Super awesome. And it makes the game really exciting. It's just more. I know that was a game 5 win by 15-13 game, which is as exciting as you can get, basically. But the crowd in general is just awesome. So I'm really happy for it.
Things changed after that second set. You guys were playing so well early. Why was the team so effective early, and why did that stop happening?
Yeah, I think we ran out of steam a little bit. We started making errors that we hadn't been making in the first game, and they picked it up. Their big hitter was not that big in game 1 and 2, and they basically said, hey, look, she warmed up a little bit, and we didn't really answer as hard as we could. Third game, 25-6? That's a slap in the face. So, it is what it is,
You guys still have 2 more games left in VVAL against some good teams, and then potentially NCS. You guys have had a lot of heartbreaking losses this year.
how do you rebound from maybe the hardest one to finish off the year strong?
I think it's definitely doable. I think what we do after this meeting, we really concentrate on bringing each other up. We really compliment. I mean, we go around in a circle all the time. And we say, hey, one good thing that this person did, one good thing that this person did, and that's huge, especially this season with so many Game 5 losses. And yeah, I have a bunch of juniors, so this is really great for them. So I mean, as much as it's like not great to lose in 5 all the time, this is going to be great battle wounds for the seniors next year. Yeah, it's a tough loss, but we'll get over it.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that was head coach of the varsity volleyball team, Ryan Hughes. What a match here tonight in 5 sets once again. Trojans fall 3-2, and mentioned Fadalaka for the Gauchos. She was really neutralized in those first 2 sets. The game plan was great, and then things totally changed in the third. Trojans did not play well in the third, kind of picked themselves up in the fourth, and it looked like they were going to hold on and potentially win the 5th set. They controlled it early, but Casa was able to pull it out. Trojans ran out of steam, the depth probably hurting them, and in the end it was just a great volleyball match, but the Trojans have been unable to get that finishing piece, and it's been hard with the lack of experience. That's certainly been a part of it, but now 5 5-set losses this year, and they have not really beaten it. Besides, they have one victory over Windsor way back in August, a 5-set victory against a good Jaguars team, but besides that, they haven't been able to beat the top caliber teams. And it still remains to be seen if it can be done. They still have a shot next week at Justin Siena. Then they'll be home against Sonoma Valley. Senior night will be live once again next Thursday, and then potentially NCS. They certainly will be battle tested. We'll see how that goes. Want to thank all of you for tuning into the stream. We had great viewership tonight. It was truly terrific. Don't forget to, again, tune in next Thursday, and a week from tomorrow, varsity football takes on Napa, so don't forget to tune in to that as well. Want to thank TJ Fife running camera tonight. I'm Griffin Epstein. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night.